My name is Emily Neuberger, and I'm thrilled to introduce my amazing mentee, Mai Listokin. I've been so lucky to get to know Mai these past 2 years and to witness her beautiful writing and watch as she prepares to move on from high school and go out into the world. Mai is such a sensitive and intelligent young person, and Zooming with her every Tuesday during the pandemic was a bright spot in a very difficult year. She's such a gifted observer, which you can clearly see in her piece of Pyrite and Men, which she will perform for you now. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mai, and as New Yorkers, I'm sure you all witness peculiar and humorous encounters. This is my experience. I titled it, Of Pyrite and Men. Mr. Watson seldom had company. Equipped with his calculator, the eager salesman was frowning in deep concentration. As I walked into the gem shop, he was escorting around the shelves a strange, tall fellow dressed in the finest green plaid suit and a pair of round spectacles. The customer entertained a thin mustache and a genuine curiosity on his pale face, reminding me of a character from an 18th century British series. My dear shopkeeper, Mr. Watson, approached him as Mr. McAllister when he suggested yet another fossilized lizard. Now, Mr. Watson and I are not strangers. I can honestly attest that he is the most devoted geologist whom I often chat with on my way home from work. We sometimes discuss the formidable display of rare crystals from Madagascar, meteorites, and prehistoric fossils. The high price ticket might be the reason this lovely shop is usually quiet, but today the commotion inside drew me in. But Mr. McAllister announced, I'm afraid I am looking for something much more dramatic, as it is a personal gift for a dear friend, he declared out loud. I fancy something shinier that will summon a gasp. Behold, he ordered in a deep voice, show me the golden rock in your very left palm. I believe we have detected a contender. I held my breath. Mr. Watson opened his palm to reveal a large rock in shiny golden hue. As I stood stunned, he inquisitively removed his spectacles. What do you think this stone is composed of? He asked in a tone lacking any acceptance of failure. The stone glimmered, but not as bright as true gold. I think it might be pyrite, I offered in a hesitant voice. Mr. McAllister's eyebrows lifted momentarily in an arch of disbelief. Mr. Watson's anxious voice filled the silent abyss. We teach them well, sir, he shrugged. But what do you believe it is coated with? Mr. McAllister pressed. This time I didn't reply as swiftly. Gold, I began, but he finished the thought for me. That's right, solid 24-karat gold, and I will be gifting it this very afternoon. What a very lucky recipient, I responded vaguely. I shall deliver this brilliant gift to my best friend Pete, he exclaimed resolutely. Pete? I waited for some description. My dear friend Pete lives in Central Park, not far from Belvedere Castle, in fact, Mr. McAllister explained. He is dressed in rags and resides on the third bench from the hot dog stand, he continued. I nervously eyed the price tag on the box and swallowed at the figure. $2,000 for a rock? Before I could think twice, Mr. McAllister was at the front desk, signing paperwork with Mr. Watson, who was enthusiastically sealing the deal. The cash register opened with an unfamiliar ding. Mr. McAllister buttoned his plaid jacket and strided purposefully out the door.